They'll hand you a diploma. They'll praise your good grades. They'll nod when you follow the rules. But what they'll never tell you is this: success is not handed out in classrooms. It's not waiting for you at the end of a checklist. It's not hiding in the corner office or in the applause of others. The truth, the raw, unfiltered, unpopular truth, is that success is a war, and it's waged in silence. It happens in the dark, when no one's watching. It happens when you're broke, tired, doubting yourself, but you show up anyway. It happens when you choose discipline over distraction, focus over comfort, purpose over popularity. This is the side of success they never teach you, because it's not easy, because it doesn't sell, because it demands that you die to who you were, so you can rise as who you were meant to be. Thomas Edison failed 10,000 times before the light bulb ever flickered. Henry Ford was laughed out of his own company. Walt Disney was told he lacked imagination. These men weren't anomalies. They were warriors of belief, not belief in luck, not belief in talent, belief in vision, in discipline, in self, in the invisible force that says, I don't care what the world thinks. I know what I'm building. But no one teaches you how to build that kind of belief. You have to burn for it. You have to unlearn everything that told you success was a destination. You have to rewire your mind to see that success is a habit, a hunger, a battle for clarity in a noisy world. Most people are chasing money. Others are chasing approval. The successful, they chase clarity. Because when you know where you're going, when your purpose is carved into your bones, the noise doesn't matter. The distractions don't tempt you. You become ruthless with your time, relentless with your habits, unshakable in your vision. That's the truth they don't teach you. They tell you to work hard, but they don't tell you that hard work without direction is a treadmill to nowhere. They tell you to think positive, but they don't teach you how to think with power, how to turn your thoughts into tools, your pain into fuel, your fear into focus. The people who rise are not the ones who always feel ready. They're the ones who move even when they don't. They act while the rest of the world is overthinking. They train while others are talking. They build in silence. Because they know the truth. Success doesn't respond to words. It responds to work. But here's where most people break. Discipline. You don't need more motivation. You need structure. You need rituals that anchor you when your emotions betray you. Because your feelings will lie. Your mind will make excuses. But your habits? They'll hold the line. Wake up early, not because it's trendy, but because you promised yourself you would. Read, not to impress others, but to sharpen your thinking. Push past failure, not because you enjoy the pain, but because it's the only way to grow. Look around. Look close. Most people aren't living. They're waiting. Waiting for confidence before they act. Waiting for the right time. Waiting for permission. Let me be clear. Success waits for no one. There will never be a perfect moment. There will only be moments you decide to make perfect. That's what the greats do. Carnegie, Lincoln, Jobs. They didn't wait to feel qualified. They acted, they adapted, and they endured. Every excuse is a door to regret. Every excuse is time you're giving away to fear. Success doesn't ask if you're ready. It asks if you're willing. Willing to work. Willing to sacrifice. Willing to rise when comfort says, stay down. Because the road to success is paved in repetition, not talent. Resilience, not comfort. Vision, not popularity. So you want to succeed? Then start now. Not tomorrow. Not next week. Now. Because the clock doesn't care about your dreams. It's moving, with or without you. And here's the final truth. No one is coming to save you. Not your parents. Not your boss. Not your friends. This is your race, your war, your legacy. And the world? The world will only believe in you after you believe in yourself. So what's it going to be? Another excuse? Or a decision? Choose now. Because the great divide, the line that separates the successful from the forgettable, isn't talent, it's action. Consistent, unrelenting action in the face of fear, fatigue, and failure. You'll be tempted to stop, to play it safe, to blend in. But let me remind you, mediocrity is crowded. Success is lonely. The successful don't fit in. They don't seek approval. They live by a different code. While the world scrolls and complains, they build. While others drown in doubt, they master their minds. They've turned pain into discipline and discipline into freedom. Because that's what success really is. Freedom. Freedom from fear. Freedom from financial chains. Freedom from the opinions of people who have never built anything. You don't get that kind of freedom by accident. You get it through relentless commitment. Not for a week, not for a season. But until the vision becomes real, you'll be misunderstood, mocked, ignored. Let them laugh. Let them doubt. Let them sleep on your name. Your job is not to convince them. Your job is to build, brick by brick, habit by habit, day by day, until the world can't ignore you. Because when you move with purpose, when your work ethic screams louder than your words, you won't need to announce your arrival. Your results will speak. And that's the secret. That's the truth they never teach you. Success isn't something you chase. It's something you become. And when you become it, truly become it, it's not just your bank account that changes. It's your identity, your presence, your energy. You walk differently. You speak with conviction. You carry the quiet power of someone who's been through the fire and came out forged. You're no longer waiting for life to hand you something. You're creating it. Not because it's easy, but because you refuse to die with your potential still buried inside you. Success, in the end, is not about things. It's about who you had to become to earn them. So become. Don't just wish. Don't just talk. Become. They may never teach this in schools, but that doesn't mean you can't live it. You just have to choose it every single day. If this message lit a fire in you, don't let it burn out. Fuel it, act on it, and surround yourself with the mindset that builds legends. Subscribe to Stoic Trench, where we don't chase motivation, we train discipline, we build unshakable minds, and we rise every single day. This is more than a channel, it's a movement. So if you're ready to become who you were meant to be, join us. Subscribe now.